Good evening. My name is Julia Russo, President of Associated Students of Pasadena City College. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stay standing for the national anthem.
Please be seated. My name is Rajan Verdian. I'm the Superintendent President of Pasadena City College. Let me introduce you to the people seated on the stage and in the first row, starting with the members of the Board of Trustees. Beginning on my right, the Honorable Mr. Osterling, Trustee. The Honorable Ms. Linda Wah, Trustee. The Honorable Mr. Hoyt Hilsman, Trustee. The Honorable Ms. Berlinda Brown, Trustee. And the Honorable John Martin, Trustee. On my left, the Honorable Dr. Ross Selvage, President of the Board of Trustees. Our speaker for this evening, who will be introduced in more detail later in the program, Ms. Julissa Arce, and the Honorable Ms. Nune Garipian, Student Trustee. On your left, in the second row on stage, Dr. Valerie Foster, President of the Academic Senate. Ms. Jeannie Sullivan, President of the Classified Senate. On your right, in the second row, Dr. Robert Bell, Senior Vice President, Assistant Superintendent for Non-Credit and Off-Site Campuses. Ms. Haya Kaliunji, the Student Speaker for the class of 2017. And the Associated Student Body President, Ms. Julia Russo. That completes introductions of those seated on the stage. Seated in the front row are our Vice Presidents, Dr. Terry Juni, Dr. Richard Stoddy, Dr. Cynthia Olivo, and Dr. Lisa Norman. Also, we have special guests and our dedicated, hardworking faculty and administrators. We also have on the front row faculty members Ms. Rosemary Scott and Mr. Joshua Fleming, who will carry out the fine tradition as the announcers of each of the graduates' names. Now it is my pleasure to present to you the students who earned the highest academic honor this year and are the summa cum laude students of the class of 2017. To be granted the designation of summa cum laude, these students have maintained a 4.0 grade point average throughout their academic career here. We have an unprecedented 51 students in the class of 2017 who have received this honor. I would ask them all to stand to be recognized. Please join me in warmly congratulating the summa cum laude graduates of the class of 2017. You may be seated now. Please be seated. Pasadena City College has a long history of excellent faculty and staff who make this one of the finest institutions in the United States of America. And we are very proud of the work that they do with all of our students. I would like to acknowledge this year's retirees for their contributions to Pasadena City College and ask them to be publicly recognized for their service. Please stand so that we may recognize you. Thank you. Graduates, families, faculty, staff, administrators, and honored guests, on behalf of the entire Pasadena City College community, welcome to our 2017 commencement ceremony. We gather today to honor the achievements of the students seated before you, who are prepared to take the next steps in their educational and professional careers. To tonight's graduates, congratulations. You have accomplished much to be here tonight, and I encourage you to cherish every moment this evening and throughout the coming days. You have every right to be proud of your achievements. But of course, none of you made this journey alone. Throughout your time at PCC, you had family, friends, spouses, co-workers, mentors, and professors by your side, celebrating your achievements and lending support when you were down. Do not forget to thank those loved ones who encouraged you and in some cases sacrificed to make it possible for you to pursue your educational journey. Graduates, please stand and give thanks for this support. All right. Thank you. Please be seated. Today, family and friends, you have become a part of the amazing academic community found at PCC. More than 28,000 students from across Southern California call PCC their educational home. And we are proud to host such a diverse, welcoming student body. That diversity is on display tonight. More than 2,500 students are graduating this semester. And thanks to dual degrees and certificates, you are earning more than 4,800 degrees. Nearly 60% of our graduating class are female. And 52% are under the age of 24. Our youngest graduate is 18, and our oldest is 70 years old. I am extremely proud of this next statistic, and I'm sure you too will be proud of it. Fully 60% of our graduates have earned a grade point average of 3.0 or higher. This is a major accomplishment, and this is why we rank among the top community colleges in the nation. That is some excellent work on your academics, graduates. I am consistently impressed by the caliber of our students, and I truly enjoy meeting you and learning your personal stories. Tonight, I would like to share one of those stories with you. Catherine Wong is graduating tonight. For Catherine, education has always meant more than going to school. Her parents emigrated from Cambodia, where they had lived through atrocities committed by the Khmer Rouge. The ruling party had such hatred for learning that they would punish those who showed the smallest evidence of education. Even holding a book in public or wearing glasses could be punished with the death penalty. Catherine's parents instilled in her a love for learning that continues to this day. At PCC, she has served as a tutor with the PASS program, helping low-income or first-generation students stay on track and succeed in college. She has also taken part in our Hickson Teacher Preparation Program, interning at Polytechnic School, just a block or two from this stadium. Today, Catherine, a first-generation college student herself, is graduating from PCC and will enroll this fall at UCLA, where she will major in history with a minor in educational studies. Through her determination to learn from her parents' experiences, she will pass on her love of learning to those she will teach for the rest of her life. I believe I speak for everyone here tonight when I am awestruck by your achievements. Catherine, please stand so that we may recognize and acknowledge your scholarship. Yeah, she's right out there. Every student graduating tonight has a story like Catherine's, in which you have persevered against the odds to achieve your goals. On behalf of my colleagues on the faculty and in the college administration, I extend my profound appreciation to you for your dedication to your education. That dedication is what has brought you here, and it will continue to serve you after you walk across the stage this evening. I encourage you to constantly strive for your goals, no matter how distant they may seem. Tonight, you are celebrating what most likely seemed unattainable only 2 short years ago. As you turn your attention to the next phase of your academic and professional careers, I urge you to remember the sense of achievement you are feeling tonight. The pride you feel today is in itself its own reward. It is my honor to welcome the class of 2017 into the lifelong community of Lancer alumni, a family that stretches back more than 90 years and includes men and women from all walks of life. As you begin this next phase of your lives, I urge you to honor the tradition of excellence that has distinguished Pasadena City College graduates for decades. My colleagues and I look forward to learning of your achievements. Your community is proud of you. I am proud of you. And I hope and I know you are proud of yourselves. Onward, Lancers, and once more, congratulations. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the President of the Board of Trustees for the Pasadena Area Community College District, the Honorable Dr. Ross Selvage. Dr. Selvage.
Thank you, Dr. Verdian. Good evening, and thank you for joining us here tonight. As President of the Pasadena Area Community College District Board of Trustees, it is my honor to welcome you here tonight. PCC has a long tradition of serving the educational needs of our community for more than 90 years. The graduates that we are gathered here to celebrate today are only the latest in a long line of students that have earned the right to carry the mantle PCC alumni, an honor that has served our community well. I myself attended this college, and I know that many of you here tonight also attended PCC. It should come as no surprise to you then when I say that PCC plays an enormous important role in our community by providing a high-quality, high-value education to the students of our area. PCC delivers the benefits of knowledge to our students, their families, and our region. Studies consistently show that the greatest investment you can make is in the education of our young people, and I am proud to see that investment pay dividends tonight. I would like to mention one anecdote at this point. Recently, I ran into a PCC student who was working part-time as a teller at a local bank. I asked him how things were going at PCC for him. How was he doing? And without hesitation, without reference to notes, he looked at me and he said, "PCC made the impossible possible for me. PCC made the impossible possible for me." The reason PCC is able to make such an impression is because of our magnificent staff, classified employees, administration, our outstanding faculty, and the exceptional students who attend our classes, without whom they would not be what they are. So thank you once more for being part of this educational institution. To the graduates, you have done a lot to get here. Go out and make us proud. Onward, Lancers.
Our next speaker is someone who should serve as a role model for each of you for two distinct reasons. The first, thanks to her determination and drive, she rose through the ranks of one of the most powerful corporations in the world, Goldman Sachs, eventually holding the position of vice president at this elite financial institution. The second reason she should serve as an inspiration: after reaching the pinnacle of corporate America, she decided to leave it behind to advocate for others like herself, undocumented immigrants. Ms. Julissa Arce moved to San Antonio from Mexico when she was 11 years old. While in college at the University of Texas, she landed an internship at Goldman Sachs and fought hard to stay on as an analyst, director, and eventually vice president. Her undocumented status weighed on her during her entire journey, and she was constantly in fear of being found out and deported. Even though she had a six-figure salary, she felt vacant in her work. Eventually, she left Goldman Sachs and turned to advocacy, hoping to help those who would follow in her footsteps. She speaks for immigrant rights in forums around the country and she tells a story in her book, My Underground American Dream, Entre las sombras del sueño americano. Today, Julissa is the chairman and co-founder of the Ascend Educational Fund, which offers scholarships and mentorship to immigrant students in New York City, regardless of their ethnicity, national origin, or immigrant status. She also serves on the board of directors of the National Immigration Law Center and College Spring. In August 2014, she took the oath of allegiance and became an American citizen. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Julissa Arce.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me today. I read about Pasadena City College first in a book, one of my favorite books called The Distance Between Us, which was actually written by one of your most distinguished alumni, Reina Grande. So it is a really honor and a privilege to be addressing you on your commencement. As I think back to my own graduation day, first of all, it was a near miracle that I even went to college. I was undocumented, and this was 2005. So my graduation was both a time of great joy, because it was no easy feat to graduate as an undocumented student with honors in 4 years, but it was also a time of great uncertainty. This was before DACA, which is the program that allows certain young undocumented people to work legally in the country. So I was scared. And I don't remember much about my graduation other than the thoughts that were in my mind. And maybe you are really excited about celebrating tonight, or thinking about the job you're trying to secure. Maybe you're just worried and hoping that your name is pronounced correctly when you're called up here for your diploma. But before I go on, just take 1 minute to look around you, to take it all in. Give yourself an opportunity to celebrate this milestone. If you are like me, those things that you are thinking about or worried about, they will be there tomorrow. So take this in. And remember that however uncertain the future might seem, as it did for me, your hard work and your dedication and your abilities have taken you this far, and they will continue to carry you forward. So class of 2017, congratulations. As it was said in my bio, I came to the US from Mexico when I was 11 years old to be reunited with my parents. And we all came here in search of that wondrous American dream. My mom loves this country so much that she'll tell me, Mija, even bacon tastes better here. Both of my parents believed that there was this pretty straightforward formula for attaining the American dream. You work hard, and you stay out of trouble, and ta-da, the American dream comes raining down on you. My journey of going from selling funnel cakes in the streets of San Antonio to becoming a vice president at Goldman Sachs left me with a few stories to tell. So I want to share 3 short stories with you today, and the lessons that life taught me from having those experiences. The first story takes place in Chicago. I was a sophomore in college, and I had secured an internship with the Chicago Fire, the Major League Soccer team. It was an unpaid internship, so I had no idea how I was supposed to move to Chicago without a paying job. But I had some family in Chicago that agreed that I could stay with them for free. I often think about that stereotype when they say, oh, there were 20 Mexicans deep in an apartment. And I think that's actually a beautiful thing about my culture, because what it says is that I would rather live in a cramped apartment than leave my family behind. So even though I had an hour-and-a-half commute to my job of taking a train and 2 buses, I was thankful that I had a place to stay. I also took an additional job in an office. And lastly, when the mascot wasn't available to attend special events, the interns could sign up to be the mascot, and we would get paid $20 an hour. So you are looking at the shortest mascot in MLS history. I signed up for every single shift that I could, while most other interns spent their time socializing or going to Cubs games. And if I'm honest, I wish I could do those things as well. But I had to work to make ends meet to continue pursuing my goals. And to be honest, I kind of hated being the mascot. It could get over 100 degrees in Chicago, and I was covered head to toe. Plus, the kids wanted me to carry them, like 5-year-old kids that had no business being carried. But you know what? Later on, when I was applying to internships and jobs on Wall Street, everyone wanted to know what it was like to be an MLS mascot. And I am convinced that being the substitute mascot was the experience that most stood out on my resume. I had the grades, and I had the community involvement, and I had everything else that every other resume had. But then I also had this unique experience that no one else had. So the first lesson is to be flexible, because life seldom moves in a straight line. Take pride in every odd job that you may have had to do in pursuit of your goals, however awful it might feel at the time. Because you never know, it might be the experience that gives you the cutting edge. Graduating from community college is something that you should be proud of and celebrate, and tell everybody that you know that you graduated from Pasadena City College. Because this is one more challenge that you've had to overcome. This is one more step that you've had to take, and you should take pride in that. Not to mention that you're graduating from one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation. Yeah. The second story takes place on the internet. Growing up, my parents fed me a steady diet of the American dream. As I mentioned, they believed that there was a straightforward formula. You work hard, you stay out of trouble, and the American dream is waiting for you. But they forgot to factor in that when I turned 14 years old, the visa that I used to come here expired, and I became undocumented. Now, when I found out that I was undocumented, I didn't immediately think that the formula wouldn't work. I loved math, and I thought, I can balance out this formula. And if I work harder, the American dream will still be waiting for me on the other side of the equal sign. All those years that I was undocumented, I also waited for the law to change, for there to be a process, for me to be able to get in the back of the line somewhere, to pay a fine, anything. But I wasn't eligible for any of the ways in which someone becomes an American citizen. But I never let being undocumented stop me from having really big dreams and really big ambitions. The fear of being deported came close to paralyzing me on many occasions. But I always found a way to push forward. And by the time I was 27 years old, I was a vice president at Goldman Sachs. Eventually, I got married, and that's how I was able to adjust my immigration status. And frankly, that's one of the biggest ironies of my life, because my mom brought me here so I could grow up to be an independent woman. But then my own success couldn't save me. I had to wait to be rescued by a man. And he didn't have to come in a white horse, but he did have to come with papers. And thank God that's who I fell in love with. And I'm thankful because on August 8 of 2014, I became an American citizen. Thank you. It was 20 years after I first came to live here. 20 years. That's how long it took. But I can tell you that it was worth it. When we were saying the Pledge of Allegiance, it occurred to me that there might be some undocumented people in the audience, some of you graduating today. And it really warms my heart to know that despite not being recognized by this country as one of our own, you still are pledging allegiance to this flag. Now that I am a US citizen, I have shared my story all across the country and in my book. And in doing so, I have gained some internet trolls. People that every day, somehow, find the time to write me and tell me that I am a criminal, that I should go back to where I came from, that I stole the job of a US citizen, that I don't deserve to be a citizen myself. The internet can be cruel, but it can also surprise you. Last week, I received an email that read in part, "As a 65-year-old conservative, your book was quite enlightening. I never knew of these issues faced by children of undocumented immigrants. This helps me put in a different perspective some of the harsh rhetoric that is out there right now. Congratulations for bringing this issue out in the open and for facing those adversities in your life with strength and dignity. If I had worried about what people were going to say or think, I would never have written a book. I wouldn't currently be producing a television series based on my book with America Ferrera. And I wouldn't be giving you this commencement speech tonight. So the second lesson is this: change can only come when you are brave and authentic. When we don't worry about what people might say or what they might think, and instead, when we stand up and we speak out. I didn't sugarcoat any of my story. I laid it all on the line. And if a 65-year-old conservative man can gain a different perspective, then I know that change is possible. So be bold and own your own story, however difficult it might be. The last story takes place in books, and partly on your campus. I mentioned earlier that Reina Grande is one of my most beloved authors. She's written a few books, including her memoir, The Distance Between Us. And as I read her book and of her journey coming from my home state of Guerrero in Mexico to America, her experiences as an undocumented child in California, coming to college here in Pasadena City College, and eventually becoming an award-winning author, I was in awe. And for the first time in a long time, I felt like I belonged because someone else had had those same experiences as me. As I read about the history of Latinos in America, I learned that 60 years before the Mayflower, a Spanish sailor made landfall in Florida. And actually, Spanish was spoken in what is now the United States before English made its arrival. I learned that the oldest capital in the US, Santa Fe, New Mexico, was established by a man that was born in Zacatecas, Mexico. I learned that going back to where I came from actually means that I already am where I belong. Yeah. So the third lesson is this: learn about your history. Go beyond the textbooks. Learn of where your ancestors came from, the contributions, the great contributions that they have made to this country, and be empowered by it. So class of 2017, be flexible, because life seldom moves in a straight line. So just keep at it. Keep pushing forward. Be empowered by your history, because history doesn't just tell us of the past, it frames our future. And be bold, because your experiences are powerful and they could create change. Lastly, and I'll leave you with this, remember always that you already embody everything you need to succeed. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Huri Sarase. And now we have the Omicron Mu Delta speech. The speech will be given by Ms. Nune Garipian, the outgoing 2016-17 student trustee for Pasadena City College. She will be majoring in political science this fall when she transfers to Yale University. And now, Ms. Nune Garipian.
Good evening, graduating class of 2017. Esteemed faculty and staff, President Superintendent Dr. Verdian, and members of the Board of Trustees. As previously mentioned, my name is Nuna Garipian, and I'm here in representation of Omicron Mu Delta, commonly known as the OMD Honorary Organization. Established in 1927, OMD is the oldest organization at Pasadena City College. This year, we were honored to celebrate our 90th anniversary alongside dedicated staff, students, and valued alumni. The core mission of OMD is to honor students who not only excel academically, but have shown an extraordinary commitment to their community. Our members and alumni have been among the most notable in Pasadena, including Jackie Robinson and members of our current faculty, who have shaped Pasadena City College into the model institution it has grown to become. I would like to take this moment to recognize the OMD graduates and staff members before us today. If you are an OMD member, please stand. You may be seated, thank you. So when I first came to Pasadena City College, I only had one goal in mind: to leave. I didn't want to make friends or get caught up in the campus life. Like many of you, I was conditioned to view PCC as solely a transitional school. Soon my time shifted from what I can do for myself to what I can do for my community. And PCC soon became a form of a second home, where I was often more here than my actual home. My involvement on campus was not due to the need of my community, to the need of giving extra credit for a class, or just being there. I was there because I wanted to give back to the community that has given me so much. Now, graduates, my overarching message for you tonight is that when you leave your seats, when you leave this campus, and go off to your respective colleges, never forget the value of service. We have a responsibility to our communities, no matter our own individuals, majors, or goals. Whether it's joining a volunteerism-based club on campus, or just solely helping a student find his or her way to the library. It only takes one person to make a difference, and you can be that person. Thank you, and congratulations.
Good evening. Once again, my name is Julia Russo, and I have the honor of introducing our class of 2017 speaker tonight, Ms. Haya Kaliunji. Haya has been very involved in leadership and service on our campus, and her story will surely inspire us all.
Good evening, Lancers, friends, family, and faculty. Thank you all for being here tonight to celebrate. I am honored to be here sharing my experience with all of you. 5 years ago, I had no idea that I would be here. Here, not as in Pasadena City College, but as in the United States. I was living happily and peacefully in my beloved town, Aleppo, Syria, until the war took over our lives. On August 14, 2012, my family and I left the beautiful Aleppo without knowing when we would return, if ever. That day was one of the most traumatizing days of my life. On our way to the airport, we passed by several checkpoints held by either the Syrian army or the rebels. And at one point, after passing by one of those terrifying spots, we heard a missile land at that exact spot where we had been. As we went through many areas, we passed by one of the most destroyed places we have ever seen. Poverty, misery, demolished buildings, piles of trash burning on the streets. We were in shock. While my mom, siblings, and I have settled here in the US, my dad still goes back and forth, yet spends most of his time in Syria. Worry is part of our daily life. After every phone call with him, I wonder if there is going to be a next one. Adapting to the culture wasn't as bad as I expected, but leaving behind friends, traditions, family, and everything about Syria was heartbreaking. As the situation in Syria was getting worse, I decided to give something back to the Syrian community by working on my Girl Scout Gold Award. My project, Rise Again, was to raise money and provide prosthetic devices for children who've lost their limbs because of the war in Syria. Within 6 months, I was able to raise enough money to help 5 children. As this outcome exceeded my established goals, I decided to turn my project into a nonprofit organization. After a year full of obstacles and challenges, I was able to partner with my parish priest, who, after listening to the project behind Rise Again, suggested we make this project a permanent part of the parish. Now, Rise Again is a nonprofit organization housed at the St. Anne Malky Great Catholic Cathedral. So far, 9 other victims have benefited from our organization, but there are currently over 40,000 amputees who can't afford a prosthetic limb. My goal is to keep helping as many people as possible and give them the opportunity to rise again and retake action in their society. The lessons I've learned from this project are what encouraged my involvement here at Pasadena City College. Through the associate students and the Cardinal and Gold Leadership Program, I've had the honor to meet some of the greatest people who've inspired me to keep striving for the best. Advisors, professors, friends, and family. Every person I've met has helped me with my journey through PCC and with Rise Again. As John F. Kennedy once said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." I believe that every single one of us has the power to make a difference in the world, or at least in someone's world. Never give up and keep striving for the best. You can achieve anything through perseverance and resilience. As Mother Teresa once said, we ourselves feel that what we are doing is just a drop in the ocean, but the ocean would be lost because of that missing drop. Congratulations to all of you, and good luck with your next step to achieving your dreams. Thank you.
Thank you, Haya, and congratulations to you once more. Each year, the campus community selects individuals or groups to give special recognition for their contributions to the college. This year, we are recognizing as the campus recipient the late Haroldine Gardner. Haroldine is being remembered as PCC's most dedicated employee, with 54 years of service to the college. From her first day of work, February 1, 1963, until she stepped down from her duties roughly 2 months ago, she worked in nearly every department on campus, including public relations, human resources, purchasing, and many others. Many veteran employees looked to Haroldine for guidance and support, and she came to be seen as a den mother for the college. She was also a key member of the classified union, advocating for employees from the group's inception as a bargaining unit and through its current representation through the California Federation of Teachers. Tonight, we honor Haroldines' memory and her tireless dedication to the college. Her two daughters, Lisa and Leanne, are with us tonight. Lisa and Leanne, please stand. Thank you. PCC also gives a community recipient an award. And this year, the PCC Foundation is receiving this award. The Pasadena City College Foundation was founded to create a way for the community to show its support for the college through philanthropic activities. In just the last decade, through the generosity of their donors, they have been able to award over $7 million in student scholarships. This year, they started the college's first comprehensive major gifts campaign and will be raising funds to pay the tuition for in-district entering freshmen who do not already qualify for state and or federal aid. Tonight, the foundation is represented by Ms. Abraham and foundation board members. Please stand so that we may thank you for your service. Thank you. In your printed program, you will find brief summaries of the reasons why the college's Special Recognition Committee decided to confer these most special honors. It is my pleasure to express genuine appreciation on behalf of the college for the great dedication, hard work, commitment, and special support shown to Pasadena City College by these generous members of the campus community and the larger community. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm the president of the Academic Senate of Pasadena City College, and it is my pleasure to be here with you this evening. And I have the opportunity to acknowledge the accomplishments of the graduates in our outstanding Pasadena City College faculty and staff, and at this time to introduce the recipients of the Risser Award for Distinguished Teaching. I would like to ask Dr. Derek Milne to stand. Stay standing. Derek has been described as, quote, an angel sent down to touch all of his students' lives. He's a tough but inspiring, I giggled a little too when I read that. He is a tough but inspiring professor of anthropology who prizes critical thinking and bold exploration. And I can't help but be pulled along for the ride, said one student. Armed with his students' research into food security on campus, Derek helped launch the Lancer Pantry this year, providing groceries and toiletries to students in need. And under his direction, the PCC Honors Program grew from 300 to 1,100 students over 3 years. And all of these transfer track scholars have excelled at statewide conferences. Let's recognize Derek Milne. Now I would like to ask Anna Davis and Deborah Smith to stand. Ms. Davis and Ms. Smith are being recognized as the outstanding staff in support of education. When Debbie Smith retires in July, she will have provided over 35 years of exemplary service to the Shatford Library and the college, wrote her colleagues. And that service has always been served with a smile, wrote another. She has been the voice of Shatford Library. She has helped countless students find information in an overwhelming environment. In addition, she has been a purchasing agent, vendor liaison, and record keeper. Smith has led de-stress activities for students and is the mentor to the women's basketball team, counseling girls whose families are not in Southern California. Wrote a retired dean. Smith's signature word is sure. Thank you for all you've done, Debbie. The English division with 324 sections and more than 100 instructors, all requiring syllabi, book orders, duplication, and supplies, add in frantic students who need assistance finding professors or information about scholarship, courses, and resources. Fortunately, you can add in Anna Davis. She is the calm within the swirl. Her support to the educational programs at PCC is vital, wrote a senior faculty member. And she goes beyond these duties to sit on scholarship boards, wrote one former student worker about Davis. She is a rock star in the workplace. She makes everyone's life easier, and when you see her, you instantly feel happy. Our gratitude for your contributions, Anna.
And now the introduction of the permanent members of Alpha Gamma Sigma and recipients of administrative honors. Those graduates who are receiving administrative honors and those who have been made permanent members of the Alpha Gamma Sigma Honor Society can be recognized by the gold stoles they are wearing. I would like to ask those students to stand and be recognized by all of us for their outstanding academic achievements.
All right, I'm a little nervous. There's like a drone hovering above our heads right now. Okay, so I'm here to introduce the graduating class. Dr. Verdian, on the recommendation of the faculty of the college, I present to you the candidates for the Associates of Arts and Associates of Science degrees of Pasadena City College, certificate recipients, as well as the candidates from the Community Education Center's high school diploma program for the class of 2017.
Board President, Dr. Ross Selvage, I have the special honor of presenting to you candidates for the degree of Associate of Arts and Associate of Sciences and Career and Technical Education certificate recipients. It is also my privilege to present students who have been recommended by the faculty of the Pasadena City College Community Education Center as candidates for the high school diploma. I certify that upon completion of their programs of study, these candidates will have satisfied the requirements of the state of California and of the Pasadena Area Community College District.
Thank you, Dr. Verdian. By virtue of the authority vested in me as a duly elected representative of the residents of the Pasadena Area Community College District, and as the President of the Board of Trustees of Pasadena City College, it is my honor, on behalf of the board, to award you your diplomas and degrees and to confer upon you all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. At this time, as Dr. Verdian and Trustee Osterlin and I move to the front of the section of the stage, I'd like to ask the summa cum laude students to stand and approach the stage to receive degrees and diplomas.
Brooke Agacon.
Ileana Tropea.
Amanda Awan.
Sevan Orphalian.
Sila Wang.
Viet Nguyen.
Ariel Rosemond.
Daiki Zhang.
Christina Mu.
Esmeralda Miranda.
Marina Faragaya.
Wendy Reyes Bautista.
Mai Tay.
Ebony Spicer.
Vizal Bat Chan.
Jasmine Rose Vasquez.
Piv Heng.
Yasmin Mosquera.
Wai Xing Poon.
Reina Morales.
Johanna Suwenta.
Andrea Martinez.
Hui Feng.
Andrea Robles.
Yanju Lee.
Bryson Moore.
Victoria Cecilia.
Jennifer Zamora.
Shelley Holt.
Perla Orozco.
Ulysses Ramirez.
Leticia Medina.
Hassan Nureddin. Sorry.
Ashley Nunez.
Stephen James. The fourth.
Rebecca Sindel Moreno.
Julia Rousseau.
Angelo Villaflor.
Nune Garipian.
Angelica Meraz.
Joseph Amador.
Megan Mora.
Delilah Minter.
Bijan Rezvane.
Simone Wharton.
Itzel Robles.
Marcela Camacho.
Patricia Sanchez.
Damian Griego.
Lily Yan.
Michael Enriquez.
Michelle Montenegro.
Kyle Shields.
Yoselin Mendoza Lopez.
Kai Wren.
Esther Mendoza.
Alex Arguelles.
Carlos Urizar.
Osvaldo Calle.
Sherlyn Fan.
Jeffrey Galicia.
Coy Nguyen.
Maricela Calvillo.
Hin Kwek.
Mary Carmen Flores.
Rosemary Serda.
Olivia Cardona.
Brittany Navarro.
Andrade. Ooh. Hold on for a second, got a bit of a backup. Eduardo Andrade.
Erica Tevez.
April Flores.
Michael Ochoa.
Sonia Guerra.
Kevin Earl Ramos Villanueva. It's okay.
Astrid Hernandez.
Jocelyn Reyes.
Paola Baltazar.
Juan Negrete.
Damian Barajas.
Diego Sandoval.
Maria E. Flores.
Alejandro Rodriguez.
Diana L. Suarez.
Stephanie Martin.
Maria Godinez Lopez.
Regina Robles.
Rosario Anguiano.
Angelica Janet Valenzuela.
Johanna Ramirez.
Maria Estefania Reyes.
Heidi Rosas.
Maria Valdez.
Janelle Cruz.
Rio Gabriel Oracion.
Tanya Aban.
Jacqueline Ugarte.
Crystal Diaz.
John Nagy.
Frances Echeverria.
Junko Suzuki.
Cecilia Carrera.
Chris Mayfield.
Julio Balvaneda Rodriguez.
Christy Sube.
Armin Agaronian.
Shirley Shee.
Wen Gu.
Stephanie Ornelas.
Meng Yue Hu.
Hong Tran.
Sunita Alagala.
Pew Pew Toon.
Rosario Gonzalez.
Sofia Ramirez Chavaria.
Rowena Chan.
Mariana Pogiozova.
Salvador Diaz Sanchez.
Nawal Ridu.
Wendy Galindo.
Guadalupe Morales.
You guys related? Rocio Galindo.
Catalina Teles Guevara.
Andres Diaz Soto.
Harold Ochoa.
Jose Fernando Flores Diaz.
Rebecca Padilla.
Edward Hidalgo.
Julian Munoz.
Brandon Law.
Miguel Mata.
Caitlin Blake.
Araceli Ramirez.
Lylene Ganai.
Jadrisa Whitney Ortiz.
Juliana Carmona.
Angelina Franco.
Jasmine Jones.
Jen Lord Viezo.
Irma Carrillo.
Bianca Patricia Reyes.
Stephanie Evangelista.
Jonathan Saray.
Tanae Craig.
Jan Marcus Amores Tomase.
Kristen Lee.
Ernesto Rivas.
Ruby Lee.
Marianne Sepneo.
Marky Castro.
Maria Danica Serrano.
Lucina Alajajian.
Jessica Stewart.
Fabiola Aguirre.
Cameron Ing.
Is it Jaime? Jaime Aguirre.
Ariel Louise Vargas.
Emily Pineda.
Angela Valentin.
Esteban Escobar.
Loic Posse.
Inkyung Chung.
Maria Masolula.
Rip Kal.
Alexandria Magana.
Christian Garcia.
Andy Zepeda.
Angie Grajeda.
Elizabeth Dominguez.
Karina Escobedo.
Alejandra Rodriguez.
Alexandra G. Hernandez.
Alexis Rivera Andrade.
Enrique Herrera.
Charlie Aquino.
Alexandra Conde.
Brandon Alexander Ramirez.
Midori Kawamura.
Evelyn Jasmine Rosales.
Linda Hernandez.
Brianna Villarreal.
Joel Cedeno.
Melissa Ramirez.
Alan Lynn.
Raquel Rojo.
Nick Iankoff.
Andrea Ang.
Ying Kong.
Kelly Ban.
Miguel Lechuga.
Evelyn Origel.
Tao Lam.
Natalie Zubia Calzada.
Katie N. Lee.
Dean Wirzikowski.
Marco Bedoya.
Delilah Shockley.
Syra Placencia.
Jessica Meza.
Mary Joyce Dunca.
Sarah Mirashian.
Giselle Berciaga.
Roseanne Rivera.
Jessica Correas.
Shannon Noel Thompson.
Claudia Abigail Chavez.
Maribel Valle.
Diana Alvarez.
Diana Rodas Ruiz.
Stephanie Hurtado.
Alejandra Villaseñor.
Chelsea Dang.
Stephen Pachorek.
Rebecca Dorsch.
Gilbert Shen.
April Buxuntorn.
Nicole Esparza Sotomayor.
Diana Maricela Canul.
Daniel West.
Tenny Kotobakshian.
Han Chu.
Celine Bolton Ford.
Josh Zielinski.
Sean Chow.
Carrie Martinez.
Montserrat Chavez.
Douglas Dickinson.
Selena Jimenez.
Wait. Olga Nava.
Mary Ballas.
Sandra Smith.
Todd Barnes Jr. Oh, hey.
Maria de Los Angeles Morataya.
Imani Lee.
Felipe Adrian Trejo.
Kelly Bates.
Patricia Medina.
Naya Jones.
Laura E. Rodriguez.
Jordan Hackett.
Anna Karen Romero.
Han Yeep.
Celia Vargas.
Julius Leles de Oliveira.
Gloria Villarreal.
Inshen Chen.
Raul Teles.
Zhenyu Ding.
Juana Kino.
Ju Kai Huang.
Andres Martinez.
Sebastian Aguilera.
Odiel Alexander Ramirez.
Noah Gomez.
Manuel Alejandro Moreno.
Michelle Bakum.
Francisco Nunez Jr.
Bernadette de Jesus.
Brian Nino Arce Kobangbang.
Jerome Panghulin Libeng.
Catherine Pascua Peralta.
Christopher Leba.
Justin Martin.
Jessica Canton.
Victor Reyes.
Prisma Alvarez.
Ariel Jasmine Takad.
Zuleika Areza.
Kelly Salinas.
Benjamin T. Clayson.
Jocelyn Martinez.
Linda Luna.
Alina Ruiz.
Jennifer Yvette Gutierrez.
Bobby Rivera.
Kimberly Michelle Gomez.
Estefane Montanico.
Claudia Gil Velasco.
Lavelle Walter Miles.
Mark Fuentes.
Blanca Ortiz.
Karina Cardozo.
Angelica Diane Villarreal.
Sybil Hernandez.
George Tinoco.
Brenda Estrada.
Tyrand Manier.
Renee Lozano.
James Nguyen.
Robin Crockett Johnson.
Brandon Ryerson.
Arlette Gazarian.
Rebecca Peterson.
Behnaz Goreshi Shnak.
Salvador Viorato.
Martha Vasquez Garcia.
Vianney Vasquez.
Stephanie Fuentebella.
Fabio Moreno.
Sofia Rosales.
Nicole Virginia Solis.
Natalie Adame.
Janelle Lynn Salazar.
Oscar Cortez.
Irene May Tansembrano.
Peter Farley.
Heriberto Martinez.
Sergio Hernandez.
Amaris Sanchez.
Marissa Gonzalez.
Andrew James Torres.
Randy Chu.
Kevin Velasco.
Edith Honorado.
Crystal Ruiz.
Topacio Jamilet Guzman.
Min Young Park.
Maria Loera.
Min Jong Park.
Maritza Abrego.
Jennifer Soni.
Cecia Gonzalez.
Elide Solano.
Yasmina Bernales.
Jennifer Solano.
Ziying Chen.
Veronica Zapata.
Sean Patrick Agudo.
Yiming Au.
Thank you. Darren Cunanan.
Melissa Musco.
Nicole Hernandez.
Natalie Salcedo.
Miguel Ceja.
Rita Matar.
Gina Guevara Garcia.
Danielle Billy Stouter.
Odette Garrido Sanchez.
Erica Russell.
Adriana Aguirre.
Jose Luis Olivares.
Daisy Cardenas.
Karen Orozco.
Just making sure I do. Carlos Espinosa.
Robert Wynn.
Okay. Yorlene Pablo Espinosa.
Alondra Peña.
Amira Azar.
Annalise Nicole Verdugo.
Jocelyn Enriquez.
Willie Ochoa.
Hannah Clark.
Bianca Villarreal.
Michelle Boyd.
Raquel Sanchez.
Sylvia Bautista.
Alicia Mesa Mendoza.
Nathan Liang.
Maria Perla.
Jesus Castaneda Gonzalez.
Anthony Nunez.
Doreen Lau.
Crystal Nestor.
Genesis Estrada Perez.
Isabel Perez.
The third. Charles Anthony Johnson III.
Marina Zorabian.
Jonathan Cortez.
Arpina Zorabian.
Ayumi Kuriki.
Paula Villanueva.
You got it. B. Lopez.
Oscar Vasquez.
Kim Bowie.
Luz Giovanna Perez.
Jesse Tai Den.
Brenda Valdez.
Zuyen Duan.
Rebecca Valdez.
Tien Duan.
Belinda Rivera.
Vu Train.
Holly Trang.
Eric Roca Sanchez.
Samantha Tang.
Elizabeth Liev.
Cesar Valentino.
Adrian Chavez.
Bin Yang.
Arturo Alejandre Jr.
Karina Mendez.
Andrea Basail Mesa.
Cynthia Rodriguez.
Wan Mei Liang.
Wanwen Ye.
David Kaken.
Joseph Seal.
Maria Hernandez.
Chenya Sun.
Suzanne Fazley.
Boyang Yu.
Maxine Lopez.
Emily Venhuda.
Roman De La Cruz.
Roxanne Jody Texan Ochoa.
Anthony Thompson Carrillo.
Felipe Ortega.
Kevin Ankerberg.
Tanya Sanchez.
Luis Alfaro.
Daniela Trevino.
Winona Doaso.
Marley Reyes.
Jacqueline Lan.
Giselle Santillan.
Gil Hyun Kim.
Fernanda Melendez.
Richard King.
Avery Nava.
Alejandrina Ramirez.
Jessica Sanchez.
Reynaldo Barajas Arevalo.
Maria Danielis Muniz.
Chantel Leva.
June Singh.
Jenna Laredo.
Alvaro Marquez.
Mary Cabral.
Kaiser? Okay. Gazar Markarian.
Perla Guevara.
Angelina Dochoglanian.
Brandy Suarez Aguilar.
Natalie Mazmanian.
Jessica Garcia.
Chloe Sherwood.
Brianne Prestrana.
Leanne Perez.
Melanie Zuleta.
Carla Pineda Noel.
Christina Cervantes.
Brenda Rivas.
Carla Gomez.
Ana Rodriguez Fierros.
Araceli Garcia.
Vanessa Shu.
Pamela Fuentes.
Amanda Rosenblum.
Alan Bernhoft.
Thanos Ruhi.
Delilah Gonzalez.
Sarahi Bareas.
Aisa Cabrera.
Angelica Morales.
Claudia Fuentes.
Jasmine Pena.
Sonia Cruz Molina.
Hafet Rosales.
Sotira Ben.
Trung Nguyen.
Shirley Chang.
Ariana Resendi Flores.
Kiri Bamrangpong.
Paula Pulido.
Griselda Chavez.
Alondra Virey.
Anai Chaidez Perez.
Junti Wuja.
Ariana Barella.
Taksuda Trachu.
Flynn Crosby.
Ava Rose Blossom C.
Raquel Edmonds.
Cheyenne Rivera.
Caroline Gandy.
Vanessa Velasco.
Catalina Herrera.
Michelle Elston Miranda.
Cindy Garcia.
Carla Verhan.
Jonathan James Henderson.
Iris Daniela Miller.
Jamel Bars.
Liseth Morales.
Daniel Garcia.
Israel Ramirez.
Karen Hernandez.
Christian Max Perez.
Gloria Batista.
Judah Marino.
Nidia Hernandez.
Danielle Zamora.
Nicholas Lopez.
Danielle Poto.
Kanya Akarim.
Jorge Monterosa.
Jocelyn Kong.
Mateus Saldivar.
Savannah Abramian.
Shi Yin Jing.
Celine Abramian.
Zhongliang Zhang.
John Davidson.
Amber Turner.
Genesis Covarrubias.
Jocelyn Sanchez.
Jocelyn Diaz.
Crystal Rosas.
Stephen Karapetian.
Eileen Navarsartian.
Valerie Dominguez.
Andrina Ortega.
Angelina Cruz.
Consuelo Martinez.
Madeline Borjas.
Miriam Moscoso.
Nora Bashir Megardichian.
Alberto Ornelas Jr.
Ana Mariel Galvez Haro.
Zaran Resnick.
Angelina Bembry.
Not Sifa.
Frankie Guevara.
Scarlett Reyes.
Carlos Francisco Estrada.
Kiana Patricia Vasquez.
Rudolfo A. Estrada.
Eugenia Mendez.
Jacob Jones.
Brittany Valadez.
Arpi Kocharian.
Alicia Martinez.
Maria Colbeth.
Dulce Viches.
Crystal Clyde.
Lorena Mesa.
Perla Iona Castellanos.
Jorge Mesa.
Victoria Hernandez.
Tiffany Tang.
Melissa Lara.
Yvonne Ramirez.
Auriga Hartonia.
Gwen Marie Wolf.
Christopher Abril.
Estela Nuño.
Jose Franco.
Claudia Rodriguez.
Joshua Cisneros.
Pierre Tobji.
Roberta Lopez.
Kakar Habib Mama Tobji.
Isaac Gonzalez III.
Linda Tobji.
Emily Bristow.
Mainting Jong.
George Gomez.
Supang Juan.
Kristen Junel de la Vega.
Alyssa Medina.
Sharon Gregorio Derit.
Christine Rudianto.
Mezerat Babeta.
Tiffany Yee.
Patrick Jack Jr.
Alicia Mady.
Miles Legaspi.
Helena Sirmak Prue.
Carlos Eduardo Bolamos Roland.
Crystal Jocelyn Chicote Parnala.
Tony Claxton.
Vincent Ogbeni.
Tanya Hernandez.
Jasmine Jade Zamora.
Asmik Gevorkian.
Jeanette Marie Villalba.
Fabiola Cardenas.
Jessica Ruiz Nursing.
Andrea Bettina Guerrero.
Seema Feltzer.
Elena Elizabeth Caceres.
Tatiana Spiegel.
Anna Limas Macias.
Maria Martinez.
Yeah, I know. Kimberly Loreto.
Andrew Wong.
Melissa Campos Valtiera.
Michelle Martinez.
Amanda Garces.
Nora Ramos.
Brayton Hammerly.
Zaira Soto.
Leandra Bonner.
Vosti Zedan.
Hans Altador.
Alanis Quiroz.
Elvis Alonso.
Catherine Wong.
Elsie Garcia.
Devin Nodovare.
Miguel Enriquez.
Jonathan Rodriguez.
Juan Enriquez.
Lila Torak.
Hazel Gonzalez.
Ashley Fraijo Villanueva.
Kenny Kamdrawati.
Catherine Myers.
Nayeli Carrillo.
Carla Raquel Orozco.
Carla Lopez.
Jill Okdamia.
Brandon Heng.
Rinan Gao.
Daniel Hernandez.
Azalea Tower.
Anna Alvarez.
Alvin Nguyen.
Angie Ruby Lieres.
Joshua Solis.
Karen Castillo Leyva.
Norma Quijano.
Brianna Garcia.
Mario Scott Horn.
Israel Gonzalez.
Edgar Medina.
Isabella Centeno.
Ariana Pliego.
Sandra Faulkner.
Hong Kong Yan.
Anton Flicker.
Elijah Kibaloy.
Cameron Hoke.
Shervin Mostashari.
Jimmy Duong.
Ariel Perez.
Justin Dominic Guzman.
Jennifer Partida.
Vanessa Elvia Ledesma.
Stephanie Serrano Iglesias.
Gabriela Rocio Fuentes.
Judith Puente.
Sausan Facro.
Sebastian Mendez Guevara.
Nadia Lasso.
Diana Sosa.
Graciela Lazo.
Ruben Zarate.
Juan Esparza.
Ding Cheng Jiao.
Sarah B. Garcia.
Donald Theus.
Jennifer Delgado.
Melissa Monojun.
Esther Kala.
Sandrine Riedel.
Nice. Deborah Kala.
Ching Ing Wu.
Carla Belen Hernandez.
Han Yen Zhu.
Martha Alejandra Hernandez.
Daniela Martinez.
Daniel Kempa.
Sandra Oleguez.
Sovatana Heng.
Celeste Ortega.
Kevin Figueroa.
Christian Angelo Tai.
Clara Liu.
Mindy Miyashita.
Sandy Dominguez.
Robert Rader.
Paula Mesa.
Tyler Pulley.
Lourdes Mesa.
Kevin Samkow.
Miriam Alarcon.
Andrew Wang.
Kiera? I got it. Kiera Jones.
Crystal Romero Nunez.
Isaac Hall.
Carmen Ontiveros.
W.S. Hall.
Evelyn Zepeda.
Madeline Carter.
Sarah Mota.
Sonia Contreras.
Travis Valentine.
Elena Uze.
Gwenelle Guloba.
Shadi Amirjani.
Ileana Blanc.
Leticia Contreras.
Kaylin Gideon.
Stephanie Raquel Aldana.
Armando Rodarte.
John Alexander Catalan.
Devin Wade.
Ava Chanel Gomez.
Aliyah Yusuf.
Shanaz Jusab.
Lauren Walls.
Ariana Copado.
Alisa Tokmazian.
Wilbur Raul Hernandez Enciso.
Daniela Portales.
Kevin Alexander Alonso.
Chelsea Sindoro.
Kimberly Martinez.
Koyuki Shimodaira.
Amy Escobar.
Nane Rosa Vartan.
Amber Dixon.
Elizabeth Ontiveros.
Sampara Dahal.
Eliseo Tejeda.
Bea Boy.
Leda Matamoros.
Carla Gonzalez.
Pablo Santos Noriega.
Emily Ann Capitz.
Yasmin Rodriguez.
Rachel Coons.
Yuritza Solis.
J.R. Han.
Charity Rodriguez.
Ana Luisa Flores.
Karina Salazar.
Vicente Delgado.
Christopher Mercado.
Din Van Lai.
Troy Young.
Julia M. Carmona.
Horacio Neri.
Jessica Lima Garcia.
Brenda Vega Cano.
Consuelo Aragon.
Gammon Sanchez.
Elise Monique Gomez.
Jonelle Magat.
Joseph McGuan.
Faith Tolbert.
Taylor Hoverson.
Ana Rivas.
Amy Girola.
Daisy Ramirez.
Mark Fernandez.
Kathy Cruz.
Alexander Crawford.
Chun Kit Yip.
Juan Isguera.
Xiao Zhu.
Cassandra Anguiano.
Stephanie Solis.
Mona Alzain.
Leslie Ramirez.
Isaac Lorenzo.
Ivy Tang.
Evelyn Fuentes.
John Pichet.
Jesus Duarte.
Ernesto Rodriguez.
Oh, just Arden. Right. Nicole Arden.
Evan Ortiz.
Esther Suhel Akra.
Maria Krisha Uy.
Sun Kwa Lee.
Maria Katrina Uy.
Liu. Si Hui Liu.
Joanna Vidar.
Averia. Giasti Averia.
Sean Turntime.
Ava Dadashian.
Karame Santos.
Xianzin Liang.
Isaac Sotomayor.
Jai Rui Liu.
Yingxi Di.
Su Ming Lee.
Jasmine Wells.
Joe Ping Lee. Joe Ping Lee.
Scott Miller.
Benitez. Guadalupe Benitez.
Omar Ruiz.
Oscar Manuel Correas.
Joaquin Serrano.
Dodart. Abigail Dodart.
Kristen Elizabeth Winslow.
Isaac Acevedo.
Asiana Pitagun.
Ray Lee.
Lorena Maciel.
Yingjiang Huan.
Ana Elizabeth Briones.
Sylvia Garcia.
Carla Lopez Rojo.
Win Bui.
Crystal Melissa Mendoza.
Stephanie Alonso Rojas.
Lum Pham.
Kelly Hernandez Ayala.
Marvin Macabinar.
Giselle Flores.
Edgar Vizcarra.
Stephanie Kanchan.
Justin Torres.
Saida Husan.
Ji Zhang.
Maria Barrientos.
Jessica Wheeler.
Or Belvoir. Sophia Belvoir.
Andrew Wheeler.
Mary Marge Noel R. Laganoy.
Mengle Hu.
Eric Hernandez.
David Nguyen.
Yingbo Guzao.
Guadalupe Gonzalez Villagrana.
Monique Leblou.
Yurika Gino.
Colin Rojas. Stephanie Colin Rojas.
Arturo Cisneros.
Carolina Aguayo.
Anthony Vicencio.
Daisy Ortiz.
Glenry Jurian Timoteo.
Kiara Aguirre.
Erica Perez.
Claudia Guerrero Amaya.
William Zagarian.
Jessica Corina Bustillos.
Kate Twin.
Corina Leanna Gonzalez.
Andrew Doe.
Ashley Garcia.
Christina Wu.
Matthew Dutch.
Zara Jahabanyan.
Fabiola Figueroa.
Shuntain Thomas.
Garrett G.
Brian Stefan Davis.
Martel Cook.
Good, how are you?
Nathan Martinez.
Delaney?
Michael Delaney.
Mo Saidi.
Erica Garcia.
Kevin Ferrer.
Melissa Franco.
Daniel Chavez.
George Hernandez.
Areum Kim.
Jatziri Hernandez.
Shushan Yang.
Halloween?
Eloine Barahona Garcia.
Danielle Duran.
Marilyn. Marilyn Green.
Samantha Duran.
Jessica Castaneda.
Cristina Angelica Diaz.
Victor Lara.
Ashley Ledesma.
Crowlitz. Emmanuel Crowlitz.
Janice Gia Koch.
Liana.
Oh,
Alejandro Llanos.
Julie Civilay.
Allison Pineda.
Cesar Martinez.
Anissa Aranda. Lyric Green. Symphony Evans. Is it George or Georg? Georg Gavorkian. Georg Gavorkian. Maritza Cruz. Susanna Guzman. Maria Anthony Gaffield. Hello. Angel Lamb. Charlene Gaspar. Marlene Alba. Cece Aisha Johnson. William King. Ariel Cristina Gonzalez Lopez. Estefany Farias. Anais Garcia. Oh, hey! Congratulations! Karen Lemus. Yadira Lomeli. Luis Gonzalez. And your last graduate of 2017, Daniel Cardenas.
Graduates, we have now come to the time when the symbolic acknowledgement of your graduation and commencement occurs. Graduates, will you please rise, facing the stage? According to long-standing academic tradition, candidates for graduation are required to wear the tassel on their cap on the right side. You are now recognized as having completed the requirements for your degree certificate or diploma. Conferring of your degree, certificate, or diploma has been conveyed by the President of the Board of Trustees, and you have been publicly recognized by name. As a symbol of your academic achievements, you may now signify that you are a graduate of Pasadena City College by moving your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left side. Our congratulations to the graduates. You may now be seated. Before we begin the formal closing recessional, I would like to take a moment to thank all of the host of faculty, staff, and students who selflessly gave of their time toward the success of this event. This is also a good time to bring to your attention that this evening's entire ceremony has been recorded and can be viewed online. And finally, I would like to offer my personal congratulations to the graduates and those closest to them for the outstanding achievements we have recognized and celebrated here this evening. Also, my thanks to all of our faculty and staff, and to all of you, our guests, for joining us here this evening. With the recessional of the graduates, we will bring to a close the formal part of this year's commencement ceremony. Please let me have your attention, and let me especially emphasize that this is a formal recessional. Everyone in the audience is to stay in place until all of the people on stage, the faculty, the graduates, and staff have completely exited the stadium. Once the recessional has concluded, we invite all of you to join the graduates in the main quad area to the north of us to enjoy complimentary refreshments, music, and to continue the celebration. Now the stage party will begin the formal recessional. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.